Alright guys, welcome back to another Follow the Sun episode with Campin with Confers. I am Mike and Miss Shelly K. So today we're going to start our biggest Follow the Sun tour that we've done since we got this system installed.
Yeah, we're really excited about this one. Extra excited too because we were broken down and just got our slide fixed. So
yeah, we were busted for almost 2 weeks. We were stuck sitting still, which is weird for us.
yes.
But we're back on the road and we are headed to our first stop. We're going to go 4 days with 0 hookups. So hopefully we get some sun. It's raining and yucky outside right now.
Yep. So we're gonna see what we can learn on this trip about boondocking and using solar.
Yeah, so hopefully the sun actually comes out so we can get some solar. But we're headed into Erie, Pennsylvania tonight. It's going to be probably dark by the time we get there, so
Yeah, we do have our generator as a backup if we need it.
I don't think we're going to need it, even with our special guest back here. Miss Elena came with us on this big trip, so
Yeah, our goal is to not have to use the generator.
right.
So
So 4 days, nothing to plug into. Let's see if we can do it. You ready? Are you ready?
let's go.
All right, let's go.
So they close at 9, which is in 35 minutes. So she said we can park along this tree line here when these cars leave, or you can see that there's another RV already back there. She said we can also park there parallel, and there's also a field out there that we can park at or turn around, or if we even want to just go back there and park for now and come inside and do our thing and then move once the cars leave, we can do that.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we are all set up here at the winery here in Pennsylvania. We got the inverter kicked on, and I learned another important lesson. So let's go inside. I know it's dark out here, but let's go inside and I'll show you the lesson that I learned already today. All right, so we have these nice decorative lights strung all across here and down across and around. What I learned today was these lights cost us 6 hours off of the inverter. So it kills 6 hours of the battery life just by having these lights on.
Red's excited. Did you get Red? He's so excited.
It's a mess in here already.
He loves using solar energy, don't you? Don't you? Do you want to follow the sun? Do you want to follow the sun? So it's getting dark. I did think of one tip that I wanted to give you as a fail on our part. Make sure if you are going to be boondocking, dry camping, whatever you want to call it, make sure all of your rechargeable things are charged up before you leave, because we are going out to walk the dogs right now. It's getting dark and we realize that our headlamp has a dead battery.
All right, guys. So Shelly made a good point tonight. So
I made a good point. Did you hear that?
yeah, she's like a broken clock. She's right twice a day. With the solar, just because you have solar panels doesn't mean you have electricity. If you don't have an inverter to turn that 12-volt electricity into 120 volt, make sure you look into this package if you're looking to run your, microwave, air conditioner, all that kind of stuff that runs into the regular plugs that are in your trailer. Without that inverter, all you're doing is charging batteries. So we're getting ready to make some supper here in the microwave.
Yeah, we can use the microwave because of the inverter. We're gonna have, I pre-made some taco meat. We're gonna do walking tacos while we're here boondocking.
I like it. Let's get it going.
I wanna know how much juice the TV uses.
All right. Well, right now we are currently pulling 12.36 amps. So turn it on. I feel like it's not a lot.
does it matter what's on the TV? You know, like if it's sports, does it use more than if it... I kid. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm hot. I'm hot,
I tell you.
and I wish that we could run the AC. So I think you're gonna have to show, again, what happens when we turn the AC on.
Yeah.
Okay.
76 degrees.
TV's on.
So the TV's now on. It takes it a minute to catch up. And we're now at 16.77. Was it 13? So you're looking at about 3 amps. So not a big draw. So in perspective, we have 10 hours right now. Turn the TV off. We have 10 hours of juice left. You turn the TV off, and now you have 12 hours left. So having it on burns an extra 2 hours off your batteries.
So 76 degrees, it's about time to go to bed. Do we try to run the AC for a little bit to cool it down?
10 minutes,
no?
knock the cool off, or knock the heat off.
I mean, it's 71 outside. It's not like it's cool.
Super. Right. I mean, I can kick it on, but we got to make it 4 days with no hookups.
Okay, so maybe should we look at the forecast for tomorrow to see if we're going to have sun, right?
Okay.
Because if we're going to have sun, then
That will help,
we'll be able to
yes.
recharge the batteries and we can drain a little bit tonight.
So if we look at the forecast for Erie, Pennsylvania, wrong app, tomorrow's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
We have no sun. Clouds.
Wait, there's some sun?
That's partly,
No.
so, and that's only going to be from 1 until 4. We have sun tomorrow, so I'm going to say no, we don't do it.
You're saying we have to sweat it out tonight.
Sweat it out.
All right, well, it is something that I'm going to want to try to do eventually.
Well, if we can have some sun, then we can try it, but
Okay, because if we just kick it on to see what does it do if we turn it on?
yeah, you can go kick it on.
Oh, I know, because
So-
here's something I want to know. Okay, go ahead and do your...
We have 14 hours left on the batteries right
Okay.
now.
So does it make a difference if you do cool high and cool low?
I mean, that's the fan speed is high or low, so.
Right, but does that make a difference on the
Yeah.
draw? Well, how much? So right now it's on cool high.
So we had 14 hours left. Now you have 3 hours left. Now you have 1 hour left.
Staying at 1 hour?
Yeah, you're at 1 hour
Okay.
right now.
So if I change it to cool low,
You're drawing 101 amps.
No.
There's low. Now you're drawing 115 amps.
what were we at before?
101.
Well, how can it be more?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what the box says.
And how much does it say we have left?
An hour.
Okay,
Yeah,
so realistically, you cannot run your AC with this system.
No, there's not enough battery power to do it. So with
Okay.
the 200 amp hour batteries, you get 1 hour of AC out of it. So do the math. If you want 5 hours of AC, you're going to need 5 times 2, 10 batteries.
That's crazy. No way. No way. Who has 10 batteries? Nobody has 10 batteries.
I don't know. It's just the math. If 2 batteries last 1 hour. All right, guys. Good morning. We got up this morning bright and early. It's a little after 7 now. Not because we wanted to get up, because we were sweating our butts off. Pretty warm out. It's already 76 or 77 degrees inside our rig. We are all set up here at the harvest host. There's a couple of trains going by. It's nice and sunny. I went ahead and put my extra solar panels out this morning from Renogy. I set those out there just to pack on a little more juice this morning, a little faster. Try to get the batteries charged back up for today's travel day to our next boondocking spot. So here comes another train. Yeah, we woke up this morning, it was about 55% charge on our batteries. And that was just running a couple of little fans, like the 12 volt rooftop fans, to suck some of the heat out because it got super hot in there last night. So we're gonna get charged up, go for a walk around this beautiful vineyard and see how fast our panels can get those batteries charged back up today before we have to take off and go back down the road. So stick around with us and we'll keep you up to date on what all of our numbers look like. We're gonna follow the sun out through here today.
Yes, it is great that we finally have sunshine.
Right, hopefully our drive time has some sunshine today too, so it can keep going.
Did you check what we're drawing for sun? Or for, yeah.
I did, but I don't remember already. So But we're gonna walk around out here at the vineyard. There's a nice little gravel road that comes out through, crosses the railroad track. Just kind of scope out the area, get a little bit of exercise in.
Oh, and did you tell about the Harvest Host?
Not really.
It's
I just told him we were at a winery.
Brewery. I can't pronounce it. It starts with an A. It's near Erie, Pennsylvania, but we'll put the name of it across here. Definitely recommend it. And also we have an affiliate link with Harvest Host. We'll put that in the description too if you're interested in getting 15% off.
Yeah, save some money.
I will tell you that periodically they run specials that you can get 20% off. So you might want to wait, but
keep your eyes open.
That's the tip.
So we're gonna walk back this little gravel road, see where it goes, and we'll get back with you. All right, so we have told you guys before, and you have to go back and check out the last couple of videos that we did in affiliation with SoftStartRV and SoftStartRVSolar.
We are the ambassadors for their Follow the Sun campaign. Long story short, we are traveling with this all-in-one solar package, and we'll put a link to that below to test it out and see what it can do.
Yeah, so this package comes with the batteries, the inverter, you know, everything that you need to get up and running with lithium and solar. And yeah, go back and check out the other videos. It'll explain everything that's in this package, and yeah, go check it out. And then check out all of our videos once a month showing you what we can and cannot do with the setup that they're putting together.
Yes, this is a total learning process for us, but shout out to Doug Curtis and SoftStart USA for giving us this opportunity. So there is a blog post that SoftStart wrote up about this campaign, and we'll put a link to that in the description if you want to find out more about it.
So you're gonna notice a reoccurring theme on this trip. But this morning, sorry about the sunshine, but I'm not complaining about the sunshine. This morning is sticker day. So Shelly K is gonna do the honors and add yet another state to our map. Okay, new sticker. Pennsylvania's in the books, y'all.
14th state that we've camped in.
Nice. Until tonight. Then we'll be in 15th.
Yep. Ooh, it's a cute place in there, but it's hot. They don't have any AC on. So he just said pull all the way back and park along the fence line, but stay in the gravel. Don't go in the grass.
Okay.
So when we go straight back here, you can see that there's a big wooden fence.
Okay.
So.
That's it.
In the order of the sun, there are friends for the lovers in the valley of the Campin. We are in too deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger.
What'd you get this time?
I got a rosé, a sparkling rosé, and a watermelon hard seltzer for you.
Thank you. How's that water, Elena?
All right, guys. Welcome back to stop number 2 on our Follow the Sun tour 2024. We are in not too far outside of Albany, New York. And what's the name of this distillery?
Wolf Hollow Brewing Company.
Wolf Hollow Brewing Company. They had a food truck, like 2 for 1 or something like that was the name of it.
Live music.
Live music's pretty good.
They have a hiking trail and a pond.
Yeah, so we're out for a little hike around the trail. It's still pretty warm outside.
It's 85.
So it's like 87 in the trailer. Our batteries have fully recharged themselves. So,
but if we use the AC, it's
yes,
gonna be dead in an hour.
We left the last Harvest Host and we were at like 56%. We pulled in here at like 96%, 86%, something like that, charged. Since then, they've completely recharged themselves. Everything's good to go. I know we said we weren't going to plug into the generator, but we might just have to because it's friggin' hot. So I don't know that we're going to be able to make it through the night without turning the air on. and we just can't do it with our system.
Yeah, and so so here's a question. Do we run the AC, like when it's time for bed, run the AC until the batteries die and then use the generator, and then that way we could see how long we can actually go?
I mean, yeah, we can. But I gotta go because there's like a little cattle guard here on the trail, and Red's not gonna be able to get across it, so stand by. You like the brewery, Red?
He likes it when people give him French fries.
Yeah, the people sitting next to us at the picnic table, the lady there was throwing him French fries with ketchup on them.
He's not a very good catch though, so he was ending up with ketchup all over his
He don't care. All right, guys, so it is 8:40 at night. It's still like 79 degrees outside. We're at 100% charged on the batteries. I'm gonna kick on the inverter. I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner, and we're gonna run this sucker to failure and see how much time we actually get out of it. So 8:37 p.m. right now. We'll give you updates. All right, so it's been 30 minutes. We started at 84 degrees to 100%. We're at 47% of battery life, and we're down to 80 degrees inside. So I don't know how long it's gonna take us to kill these batteries, but 60% in 30 minutes doesn't look promising, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so it's 9:48 and we got down to 2% and the inverter kicked on. It said it was about dead. So from 8:37 to 9:48, we went from 100% down to 2%. So there you go.
We started at 85 degrees in the camper.
Yeah, it started at 85 degrees in the camper and it's down to 70 degrees in the camper. So we'll take that. But the generator's running. We'll charge the batteries back up, run the air tonight. And you know, it's a great system. It'll do just about everything you want, but if you want to run your air, you're definitely going to have to add batteries to get the longevity out of the air conditioner. So just pro tips. All right, so night number 2, state number 2. Time to check New York off the list. Usually Shelly K does this, so they're nice and pretty, but mine's gonna be a little bit crooked. Now we're off to Massachusetts for tonight. Let's go. All right, so we made it to Nickerson State Park.
Yes.
Here in Cape Cod.
Yep, Brewster, Massachusetts, on Cape Cod.
Yeah. So what's the word? What are we doing?
So we have a dry camping site, 1086X.
1086X.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
But they do have a water fill and dump station here, so we are going to
do both of those.
Fill up and dump from our last 2 stops.
Okay.
And then get checked into our spot and see what's
Oh, we have to check in a different place? Or just go to our spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I meant like check out our spot.
Gotcha.
You know, like go investigate it. Go make sure we actually fit and
Right on. Hopefully our power cord's long enough.
Haha, he's so funny.
All right, lead me in the direction I need to go.
Okay, well you're gonna have to get back, go the one way to get turned around.
Okay.
Okay, so today is day 3 and state number 3 of our trip. Tonight we're staying in Massachusetts for the first time.
So we get to add another sticker.
The best I can do.
Good work.
Thanks.
All right, guys, so while we were out on our bike ride earlier today, Mike Sokol called me back, Mr. RV Electricity himself. We talked about the inverter kicking off and on and off and on and off and on, and not sending me any juice through to the rig. So we went through step by step kind of a thought process of what could be causing it, and we're thinking we have a loose neutral wire inside the automatic transfer switch, probably just from all the shaking and bouncing around. So I'm gonna get everything out of the pass-throughs, crawl my butt back up in there, get the transfer switch taken apart and check all those connections, and hopefully that'll get it fixed. We're gonna find out. So let's get started. Alright, so we gotta go back into the pit here to get to my transfer switch. See what's going on with it. The hardest part is getting up and out of here. 14 times to try to remember what all it is that I need. So, right here is my automatic transfer switch. So we just got to get in there, check all our connections, make sure everything's good, and go from there. So let's pop this thing open. But first, I got to turn all the power off, so I don't want to get shocked. All right, guys, so first things first, we got our handy dandy tester here. The generator's off, the inverter's turned off. So let's, well, hell, I need to go get me a pair of pliers to take that screw out to get into it so we can test to make sure everything's dead. And I might as well grab my screwdriver just for fun. All right, so we got that thing stood up. If I can actually see what's going on. Now, hindsight being 2020, I would have moved this transfer switch to a spot a little easier to get to. But honestly, I wasn't expecting to have any problems with it, because it's a fairly simple mechanism, but I just wanted it tucked up out of the way where I didn't have to deal with it or it be in my way. So hopefully we can get into this thing. I'm hoping there's just a loose wire in here, and that will be that. So let's test everything, make sure we don't have any power running through it, just for kicks, because we don't want any surprises. This is all just headed out. It's all dead.
I don't know how you can be back there in 85-degree weather.
It's a little toasty. So it looks like we have no juice coming from the inverter. Red, stop. We got no juice coming from the inverter back to the transfer switch, so maybe that's what's not letting it kick over. So maybe I got a loose wire in the inverter.
Oh, jeez. We didn't plan for this.
We're always planning for something.
RV life.
All right, y'all. So the inverter, everything was tight inside the automatic transfer switch. So I tested everything in there. Everything seemed to be tight. I tried the inverter again. It's doing the same thing. It's just kicking the transfer switch off and on and off and on. So I called Mike Sokol back, told him what's going on. So he told me to crawl back up in there and test the voltage coming into the transfer switch when the inverter kicks on. And I got a big goose egg. I got 0 every time it kicked on. Nothing's coming through there, which explains why the transfer switch isn't working. So yeah, next step, I don't know. Seems like maybe the inverter might have an issue. It's not putting out enough juice, but my batteries are at 100% charge, or like 98% charge, but close enough. They should have plenty of juice in it to push that thing through and kick that transfer switch over. So I don't know what the next step is. Got to call Mike back, see what he has to say. All right, so I talked to Mike Sokol on the phone. He wanted me to test what's actually coming out of these bad boys. So there is my neutral, and here is my line on my output. So we're all in there nice and snug. Now watch this craziness. You ready for this? I'm gonna turn it on. You're gonna hear it kick. You ever seen anything like that before? And then 119. Back to 0. Boom. Just like that. Alright guys, so that's that for the inverter, I guess. So the rest of this trip will be inverterless. So we've got our batteries, we've got our generator. That's why we never leave home without it. So it looks like it might be a failure on the inverter's part. It's just popping back and forth all over the place and just being crazy. So Mike Sokol is going to look into it, see what he can figure out, and give me a call tomorrow and let me know what the next step is. But I don't know if it's going to work for the rest of this trip. We will see. So stay tuned. We'll let you know. All right, guys. So great news. Just got a phone call back from Renogy. Thank you, Mike Sokol, for reaching out to them. They called me. So all we had to do was, when we took the batteries down to 2%, the inverter has got like a self-preservation mode kicked into it. So you have to go into your settings, go to setting number 4, get it set to just the regular charging, and everything is back up and running and good to go. So we do have an inverter for the rest of this trip, but come back next week and we'll start showing you guys all of the places that we went on this trip while we were boondocking with our solar system.